guys, welcome back. Now the Digital Gate Studios production. Had to have you back on for this.
Yeah, this is something we've bonded over.
Yeah,
really.
It's like a little mini series. So if you guys remember, we had a little Alliance mini series a couple months ago, or
EX4.
EX4,
long time ago these days.
Well, Alliance is making a comeback with the starter decks, and I was not originally planning on updating my Alliance security control deck. It's a deck list that, for whatever reason, more people have come up to me and said that they've built it than anything else, which is crazy to me. But I love the deck, and I'm a big fan, and I hadn't really thought about updates. I wasn't really thinking about it. Then, the last week, we had you put out your Alliance video, and Jesse put out his Security Zoo clown card deck. And I just got inspired. I had this idea.
It was the perfect crossing of the wires.
It was that's exactly what it is. It's the magic that happens. And basically, this starter deck, Lotmon, is the reason for me being inspired to redo this deck. And I love where it's at.
Yeah, that's
because we've gotten more pieces than just this.
That's the beauty of Digimon. Is sometimes two unexpected pieces come together and just make magic.
This deck is just so much fun, and let's get into it. So I'll start off with the eggs. This is going to be the same as the last video. That is Mother D Reaper. She's a 15K body. So this time I'm playing her because, not for color, just because of the fact that she's a 15K that I can then use for Alliance to give whoever I need to then be able to get that aggressive swing. I've never been a full-on security control player playing like the traditional, right? I've always liked to have some sort of aggressive element, whether it's Digimon coming out of security or something like that, which is why Alliance security control really speaks to me, because I get, you know, to be faster than a normal security control deck. I'm not necessarily going to time. I have an aggressive way to get bodies out for cheap and do a lot of damage at once. So let's talk about this new Lotmon. So first of all, it's main, once per turn, one of your Digimon gains Alliance. That's huge for a level 3. The fact that they printed that on a level 3 makes a lot of sense. So the inheritable, while he's suspended, you can gain plus 1K. I generally don't use that, but technically I can. And that is because I have this card that can Digivolve on a Lotmon for a reduced cost. So I'm keeping it tribal, but I'm not purposely keeping it tribal. So if you guys remember, this is the EX4 Terurimon. The whole idea of this deck last time was that Terurimon was my main attacker. That still is kind of the case. I used Wendigo as my backup. Now I have Lotmon as an awesome backup. And realistically, with this deck, if I have one of either one of these in my hand, I keep the hand.
No matter what.
I don't mulligan. If I have this, I have turn 1, Hatch a Mother, Hard Play Teruri, or Lotmon. If I have both, I still prioritize playing this, even if it is a little bit more memory, because I can save this for some fun security Digimon that we'll talk about in a sec.
The Lotmon is more versatile for sure, because the Lotmon does not say give itself Alliance. It says give a Digimon Alliance.
So 15K Mother plus 4K Turi, 19K 2 checks on turn 2 swing unless they find a way to get rid of this, or even the 1K Lotmon plus 15K. We're talking 16K
rookie.
2 checks.
That is a new record.
So on turn 1, I play one of these, you know, hatch the egg, turn 2, promote, and swing. That is always what I like to do with this deck. It's huge. It's devastating, doing 2 checks with a huge number right away. I also really like being able to use this Alliance if they have a big body that they've attacked with and is exposed. I can swing right over it, even with just little Lotmon. So tons of strength from this deck, and I really love this. Now I just feel like I have way more solid opening turns instead of trying to dig for that Turimon. This is the next card. This is where that other wire had crossed.
This is the Pukamon.
The Pukamon, man. So this is where the idea came from. My thought process was, when you guys we were recording these decks, was, what if I could give Pukamon Alliance so that way I could heal every time because my DP is big enough?
Because it is swinging at 5K.
It is
so
only, yes, exactly.
I think the idea was to use the Kiaramon, the jamming yellow egg. I think was the idea. But even better than that is make it a 20K attacker.
Yep. So if you give him Alliance, you swing with it, and then all of a sudden you heal, and then you can trigger, like we have Karis in the deck to trigger gaining memory, and then you have another security Digimon, and you have another security, and you save from any...
It's perfect.
It's perfect. So I really like this. Again, the Lotmon, that's why I prioritize hard playing the Turimon if I have to hard play, if I have the choice to make the decision. But if you have one of these in your opening hand, you're super aggressive, ready to go. So I am a big fan of security Digimon, and I'm also a fan of drawing cards, so why not be able to have both? So I am playing 4 of the Quartermon. This is my I don't want to say get out of jail free card, but it's one of those, like, if they hit insecurity and all of a sudden I can draw 2 cards and now I have pieces, I'm like, oh, thank goodness. I can, draw, I can get out of some things. Sometimes you do have to hard play that Quadramon. We do have memory tamers to make that 6 cost a little bit more manageable. But again, this is kind of the lineup that I've just been loving.
Yes.
And I am playing one last security Digimon, so I'm not playing any Zwart Defeat. I'm going back to the Gatekeeper.
Yes.
So
gotta take advantage of that mother.
Gotta take advantage of the mother. So if I have multiple Turimons, Lotmons, sometimes you're a couple turns behind just by the time you hatch, promote the mother. This comes out of security, you recover, and you have now another body to use for Alliance, because 10K, that still puts us at 14K, 11K, whatever combo you do, and even 10K is a lot.
Yes.
And a lot of times, too, I find myself against decks that delete levels.
Yep.
This is my out
Still
of that
dodges
for sure.
levels.
So this is where I'm at as far as the low end of the deck. I have my two sets of Alliance. I have my 12 security Digimon. You could make the argument to play Zwart Defeat. I totally understand, but I opted to have more room for other cards. So I am still playing. I know this is probably kind of a dying fad, but I'm playing 4 of the BT1 MagnaAngemon. I still like to be able to play this for 7 and recover.
Yep.
But more importantly, it's the DP number. Because it's a 6K, right? I'm able to take advantage when I use Flame Hell Scythe to be able to play this, to be able to heal when I, what's the word I'm looking for, when I need to, right?
Yeah.
And I understand that Flame Hell Scythe is dying off in popularity. The reason why this deck is sticking with it is because I have 12 targets for my Flame Hell Scythe that I really want.
When you think about security control and Flame Hell Scythe, there's only the MagnaAngemon.
Correct.
And if MagnaAngemon isn't in the trash, then Hell Scythe isn't really getting the full value.
Exactly.
But in this deck, it's setting up either Pukamon to get that recovery or Travurimon to set up 2 checks.
Yep, at a huge number. So I'm sticking with that Flame Hell Scythe strategy, and that's also another reason why I'm not just playing 4 of the Magna Ace. I love Magna Ace.
It's amazing.
It's a great card.
Very strong.
I was very much tempted to go to 4 and play 3 regular Magnamons, or even cut down for a little bit more kill spells or something like that. But I just decided, because he's an 8K, I still like the 8K number. It's good that he's not a 6K for the ace factor, right? Of losing memory, it would be easier to delete.
Right.
But I'm sticking with the 4 for Flame Hell Scythe purposes. Now, this is something I'm very excited for. Now I have a way where this turn after, my opponent's turn 2, when I've suspended Turimon after swinging 2 checks, I have a way to trick them almost.
Yeah, they're like, oh, wow, a 4K Digimon. Let me swing at it with my level 4.
Quick. Yep, exactly. Boop. Bam, Magna Ace, pop their body, heal. Or even if I just need to, want to heal for 4 memory, right? I can do that as well, assuming
it's
I'm
not a bad turn 1.
Yeah, so this deck, you will not get to ridiculous numbers of security like other security decks, right? But you have options. You can even use the Magna Ace on the Pukamon. Another reason why I'm sticking to the 3 of this. You could make the argument to go to 2 if you want. Let me know in the comments if you decide to do that, but I'm liking 3.
Beautiful.
And we're going to do last Digimon in the deck. Seems just too good not to play. Death X. Death X, a lot of times you can take advantage of being able to play this for free, sometimes for super cheap, just super menacing, hard to get rid of. Becomes another Alliance target, and it's just straight up a 15K body when you need a 15K attacker.
It's hard to beat.
It's very hard to beat. It's a great card. I don't think we need to talk about too much about why people are playing it, but this is it for Digimon.
Yes.
So I am playing more Digimon than typical security control lists.
Yes.
I think this is a faster version of security control because I have, the Alliance to go off of. I have more security Digimon, more just regular Digimon in general. But I am playing less kill spells, so keep that in mind when you're playing this deck. Now, let's go into Tamers. 4 yellow Kari. I'm playing 4 just because I can take advantage of being able to gain memory when I play MagnaAngemon Ace or MagnaAnge Gatekeeper if I play it on my turn, Pukamon when it heals. And then I'm also playing 4 of the purple Kari.
Yes.
So why would I be setting up 8 Karis? Besides, needing color combinations for my options and memory control.
Perhaps an option.
There is a new card that just came out that is making waves called Revelation of Light. This card is one of those things that was another big factor to making this Alliance security control deck to the next level, because what happens if all your Turimons are security, right? You don't have a way to play it. Well, now
not anymore.
Yep. Now Revelation of Light allows you to search your security, play 1 level, yellow level 4 or lower, and without paying the cost. So for 4 memory, then I can either gain memory with purple Kari, right? I can grab out the Turimon, or if I have to, grab out a Pukamon just to pop out, right? Yep. And then if I have these Karis, I can place this card top security stack. And security is pretty nasty. All your opponent's Digimon and security Digimon get minus 5k until the end of turn. Exactly. So then now they're weaker too, so I can swing over them with whatever bodies came out of security. I get a heal triggering this Kari. So yes, Keenan probably makes a lot more sense as far as what the Tamer can do. And I'm a huge fan of Keenan, obviously.
Yep.
But in this case, I'm sticking to the 8 Karis so that way I can consistently get the Revelation of Light when I want it. And I do think you need extra purple sources. So if you did want to make some Tamer changes, maybe reduce a yellow Kari to have a little bit purple or whatever.
But you still need that yellow source as well.
But you still need the yellow source, and you're not quite having it as much as other decks.
Yeah.
So now this is where things probably get a little bit boring for the fans. I apologize in advance. 4 Chaos decks. Just great removal. It's a good security control card. And reason why we have the yellow and purple, right? Bam. And then we are playing 4 Flame Health Sites for the aforementioned reasons of being able to play MagnaAngemon, be able to get Turimon out, right? We just want to be able to have ways to remove the opponent's threats in case they are a little bit faster than us. This deck is surprisingly fast.
This is the standard stuff, though.
Yeah, this is pretty standard. And then my final card in the deck is a 1 of Reinforcing Boost because it's restricted. Yeah, obviously it's restricted for a reason. It's good. You got to play it. So it's nice to be able to get that 3 memory when you need it. I like to be able to recover and choose what's on my security.
Yeah, you grab that Lotmon, you put that Chaos Degrade on top. You're doing all right.
Exactly. So I love this. I love where this is at. The Alliance is so much fun. I'm glad you and I have been bonding over this. Let us know in the comments what you think. Try this deck out. I think you're going to love it.
Yeah, jump in Discord and let us know. We have a Discord these days. If you have been messing around with the Alliance stuff, everyone's been excited for that Mega Gargo Ace, but we've been excited for that Lotmon.
Yeah.
So if you've been messing around with this, let us know, and we'll catch you guys in the next one.
Cheers.